niggas be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
God damn. We are back in this motherfucker for part 2. I'm trying to figure out, am I going to call this shit fixed and variable? Ayesha and them.
Oh, God.
You know
I just stopped laughing.
There's got to be a few motherfucking... There was a few titles in that last portion of part 1. I swear there was. But here we go to part 2. Everybody's here. You guys at work. Y'all doing y'all goddamn work. Y'all are laughing. Y'all are joking. Y'all like, oh my God, Kira should stay. Charm should go. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. I hope Charm don't listen to that part.
Nobody's
like,
saying such things.
I know Charm just be like this. Charm, all the shit I be fucking with him about, he just be like, this nigga.
Sloppy, bro.
This is exactly why. This is exactly why. Safe. We're starting the show off with the word safe. And the caption is, what are some things that you do to appear safe in public? Let's go to the video.
Don't be in public.
Tape. What the fuck happened?
You open the camera.
Glasses, I know glasses make me look safe as a black guy. Yeah. Like if I take my glasses off and look like this, is like angry black guy. But if I keep this face and put glasses on, I look like I'm thinking about something. Like, glasses, I know glasses make me.
You know, I just was having this conversation last week with Trom on his birthday. By the way, shout out to Trom and Tanae. Happy birthday to you both.
Gemini, bang bang.
I often do things, I don't want to say to feel safe, but I don't like to make other people feel safe. And I also don't like coming off as one of those niggas around white people. I'm explaining. I think I said this before on the show, Kira. Kira said, no, you didn't. I'm explaining. I go to a spa for just one day. I just went to the spa. And it's very serene in the spa. Everybody's chilling. Walking around with their hands in their robes. We look like monks. It's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in the steam room. I chill there. I'm acting like I got mad shit on my mind. I'm just sitting there just serene. Everybody's doing it. You go in the heat room. You go in. You sit there for a second. Some people lay down. It's serene. Everybody's doing it. Finally, I go out to the pool in the back. In the pool, they have like massage beds where the water under you and you're just laying there, right? So I lay in. I'm chilling. I'm being serene. Everybody is. Close my eyes. The next thing I fucking hear is, Sabrina, go to the bar. Da-da-da. Oh, my hair. I'm going to fuck up my hair. They're in there splashing. I open the door. There's a bunch of black women.
A bunch of niggas. I knew it.
Just niggering out.
Just doing nigga shit.
These bitches cannonball. Like, what the fuck?
They didn't read the room.
What the fuck is you doing? There's white people around. Would you calm down? This is not Marcy Pool. It's not Marcy Pool. What's wrong with you? They swimming and shit. This is not a swimming pool. It's a massage pool. It's a serene pool.
Be serene, ho.
Bitch, be serene. I'm saying? Yeah, you ready to think that?
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, that might be.
Bitch, be serene.
Nah, it's too many names. This is nuts. He gonna have to change these shits out every other day.
I find myself often when niggas is around being niggerish, I'm like, But am I like a black apologist? What do you call that? When you just like, you don't want to come off in your culture, the way your culture is or whatever. It's like, especially around white people.
It's like, sometimes living through the white gaze, Like always wondering like what like their perspective of what's happening is taking place.
But what if it's me too? I don't want niggas being niggerish
No,
around
but
me
I'm gonna say
either.
like I think that's the interesting part. I think it's not even about the white people. It's just about the frequency of where you was on. It's like this is not what the energy is right now. So I don't care white people around or not. Y'all doing too much.
Yeah.
There are times I find myself not doing shit that I might do around my people, around white people though.
Like what? I need an
Yeah,
example.
that's a.
I don't know.
Because the way I throw nigga around my white friends, I don't give a
I
fuck.
hate it.
Stop that.
I don't
I
like
stop
doing
that.
that.
I do.
I don't like saying
Because if it's other
around
niggas
white
in the
people.
room, we niggering each other. But I'm not going not like, yo, my nigga, this nigga did da 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 da. If this is how I regularly speak, I feel like I'm not being my authentic self because other is in the space, and that's not okay.
It's a shared space though. I don't want. Why am I using it? And I don't want to program them with the N word. I don't want them to find them.
Oh, you
comfort
think?
in
Oh,
it.
you think having a conversation in front of them is gonna program them? They
I don't
created
want
it.
them to feel
They are
comfortable with
programmed.
it.
It's the
'Cause,
comfortable part.
Kira, please add your light to this.
Oh, so with the clip video or
Either one.
this
It's
conversation?
so many levels.
There's
Yeah,
levels.
so I feel like for me, Dr. Umar said something that stuck with me. He was like, black people always go through this thing of not trying to be seen a certain way by white people, but white people don't have the moral high ground to
Yes.
view us in any capacities that are up or down. So whenever you get in that space of not around white people, it's like, yeah, you don't realize who white people really are. When you were
Chill.
telling the story and you said, Sabrina, da-da-da, I immediately pictured a bunch of white girls.
Me too.
I didn't even think there was black people wilding out. I just thought the white girls came and didn't read the room and changed the frequency. But that's just knowing that it has nothing to do with the color. It's something to do with the etiquette.
Yes.
Because black people can be just as etiquette and articulate, and white people can be just as unorganized
Ghetto.
and ratchet. So for me, it's just I don't really care about the race of it. It's more so about did you read the room that you walked into?
Agree.
Because that could have very easily been a group of white women wild, and I didn't even think you was about to say black people. Especially with Sabrina.
I know a couple black
I was like,
Sabrinas.
oh, these Becky's was in there, huh? And you said black people. I was like, yes.
I think it's very important, and a lot of people don't agree on this. I think etiquette is important. I believe time and place is important.
Time and place.
I am very much an advocate of, like, when you see black people get upset on the internet when you have, like, restaurants or whatever put up a dress code. I don't see a problem with it, because if y'all bitches knew how to walk out the house in certain places and certain spaces, they wouldn't have to do that. Or that black lady that's a dentist somewhere south of the Mason
bonnets,
Dixon,
no-
bonnets, no slides, no, like, if your
Pajamas.
dentist has to give a dress code, that means y'all was wildin'. And for me, I'm very much a person and an advocate of time and place, space. Like, there's certain things that I just grew up that was just not appropriate to do outside. It's not appropriate to wear your pajamas outside. Bitch, you sleep in those. And everybody like, I got more pajamas. You a black ass lie. You know you hopped out the bed with your bonnet, your slides, and your pajamas, and you went to the store and you went back in your house. You ain't changed your pajamas that day. Stop playing with me. It's not appropriate. And I feel like because we have gotten ourselves into this place of, especially as black women, and not to like bash us, but I've been here before with this conversation. We feel like nobody has the right to check us. So we can be not appropriate in certain spaces. And if somebody says something, it's a problem. It's not a problem. You're teaching children that this is okay. So when we're in schools and we like, yo, you can't wear a bonnet in school, that's not appropriate. Well, my mama said I could wear it, so now what the fuck I'm gonna say to that? All right, son, then your mother said that you can come to the institution of learning wearing a bonnet and slides, and that's appropriate. Now when you fucking twist your ankle or you slide down a fucking flight of stairs because you got slides on and your shoe just flew off your foot, then your mom's is tight, right? Or when you, I wear my hoodie every day, yeah, because you ain't seen nobody get their ass beat with a hoodie on, because hoodies was that was my favorite uniform. When the boys wanted to get crazy, I'll pull that shit over your head, pull your head down and mop your shit up. Then it's like, oh, this is inappropriate. Like, time and place. It's okay to act a certain way in a certain space. And I'm trying my best with the youth now to teach them that. Like, if you walk into my classroom, you can't walk into my classroom any old way. I had a vibe before you walked in here. So you need to walk in as silently as possible so you could catch the vibe, and then we understand what the day is gonna look like. You ain't running up in my classroom, bell ring, get out. Get out. And we gonna try this again.
Let's
because I had a vibe.
Let's get back to, so I changed it a little bit, right, with my thing about being black
Serene.
and white faces and all that stuff. But are there things that you do to look safe?
Oh, for me? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Serious?
The thing that I do to look the most safe when I go outside is be as masculine as I fucking can. Because the softer you go outside, the more feminine you look. I have a big booty and nice boobs, and the more girly you look, the less safe you are.
Facts.
And I said on the last episode, a lot of women chose femininity for their comfort that sometimes we have to reject for our safety. So when I'm feeling like, damn, I don't know where I'm at, I'm gonna have my hoodie, I'm gonna have my sneakers, I'm gonna look like a nigga, so when you feel like, play with her. So that's my safety don't come in glasses to not be scared, making white people feel threatened. My safety come in masculinity to make men feel like don't play with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going outside. If you ever see me decked out looking like a nigga, I don't feel safe where I'm at. I don't feel safe where I'm at. I can't be soft if I don't know what the vibe is. So yeah, that's my defense mechanism right there. That's my bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
My boxers and my fitted cap. And people be like, you butch as hell, because I have to be.
Facts.
I need you to know that I'll fuck you up. And then if I realize, this is cool, this is safe, then you're going to see the, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're cute with it.
They be like, damn, I know you popped out like that. You wasn't supposed to.
I love it here.
I don't think there's anything I could put on to make me feel safe. People make me feel
Things
safe.
that you do.
I don't believe that either, because even within my aggressiveness and the masculine nature that I have, men have always been more attracted to that, and that shit used to aggravate my fucking soul. Like, yo, you look like you want to slap the shit out of everybody in here. So why are you here? If you think that, then why are you here? Nah. Fuck out of here. Like, the only thing that makes me feel safe is being around other men. So if I go somewhere, or if I feel like I'm going somewhere and it's kind of sketchy or somewhere I've never been to before, I'm never going with a woman. It's always going to be niggas around. Even if they don't walk in with me, my niggas is already there. You don't know that they there, but I know that they there, so I can chill in this environment. And even when you were talking about like body type, I'm never comfortable in my body. Like ever. Nah, because hoodies and shit, that don't even matter. Because I remember one day I had on like a whole sweatsuit and I had a duffel bag. I was going somewhere and somebody thought I was a stripper because like, yo, it's mad early in the morning. You got a duffel bag. You come from the strip club. Like, bitch, no.
You said I can't have nothing.
Like, I can't do shit. Like, I've never felt comfortable, but I have cardinal rules around my body type. So I have on this top. I would never have on this top with shorts or a skirt. It'll always be with pants. If I have on shorts, I got on a long sleeve shirt or a jacket or something. Like, I always have to contrast because I can't be too much because it's a lot that be going on, and I don't want to be too much because I don't like attention from random niggas.
Rarely catch me in a skirt or a dress.
That shit is mad dangerous to me.
Dangerous.
I find that to be so dangerous.
And people don't realize that. It's like, if you have the luxury to wear a skirt or a dress, then you feel safe as fuck.
That shit is very dangerous. I think about what I wear often and if what I have on is easy to take off.
Exactly.
And that shit is scary that's how my thought process is.
It's just
so
life.
like, even if I do wear a dress, I always have like Spanx on under it. Even when I was smaller, whole shit, like whole Spanx, because you can't rip that whole off.
We gonna put up a fight.
Yeah.
Let me stop
the
this
shit
question.
we gotta put on to feel safe.
Let me ask
Hotter
my
than a
boy
motherfucker.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Are there things that you do in the public to make yourself seem more safe?
Yeah, smile. Like, I was talking to students I was teaching one day, and I said, like, how many faces does your smile have? Because your smile doesn't always be like a genuine thing. Sometimes it be less threatening. So when I go in certain spaces, I just be like, all right, let me take my hat off, let me smile, let me not do certain things. Because being a big black man, no matter what, I already know my presence could be triggering just off the walk-in. So now I got to think about, forget how I feel, how am I making everybody in the room feel? And then once that's kind of settled, then I can figure out how I feel. And I don't always like it, but it's also like, that's just the space I have to walk in. I'll say my safest space is tough is wearing a hoodie. Like, when I was growing up, And I know, like, I used to be one of them kids that used to walk into class like that, but that was my safe space. Because I didn't feel like I was safe anywhere else. So the hoodie, the headphones, like the book bag. I used to wear my book bag everywhere. Never sit down nobody's house. Those are the safe space because that's the things I could control.
Yeah.
Everything, I never felt safe nowhere else.
But do you think that me looking mean is my way of looking safe? Or is that just me caring about my own safety?
I think it's a defense mechanism
men,
that you.
It's like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Say where
I
you
walk
at?
around like,
Yeah.
Your resting
try
bitch
me.
face is
Yeah.
very mean looking.
my what?
Your resting
Yeah.
bitch face is very mean looking, but that's something that you develop over time.
Right.
I remember growing up being told not to smile too much.
See, we have the opposite effects.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
as
as
to
a girl,
smile to be less threatening. We have to grimace
yes.
to be more threatening.
like, yo, stop smiling and shit, because then people gonna think that shit is sweet. Stop smiling. So now my resting bitch face, it's something that has evolved over time. Like, I remember I've always been soft, like inside. Always been soft, always been sweet. I was the type of kid to take my shirt off my back to give it to another kid for even a half of a sad tale. Like, oh, you need here. You
got
hungry?
you.
Here.
Giving
Like,
up your school lunch money and all that. I was one of them.
Everything. I was such a giver. And I learned, by middle school, I learned that that's not the way to survive in the concrete jungle. That's not how you get through.
New York will change you.
You don't get through like that. You get through, especially being a little girl growing up in the hood. My dad wasn't there at the time, and I didn't have no siblings, no brothers, no nothing. The boys protected me because I was always the only girl. And the boys are the one that be like, yo, stop smiling and laughing and shit too much because everybody think that you soft. And then you got to switch it up.
Assimilate.
So then when you walk around, like I realize even when I come out here, my persona and demeanor changes from Jersey to New York. Like, it just as soon as I step on New York soil, everything is just like, I'm back to.
Love talking shit about New York.
I'm not
Charles.
talking shit about New York. I'm talking about
I'm
me.
very soft in Jersey. As soon as I cross the George Washington,
But places
it's
got
fucking
frequency.
up there.
Certain places
I'm
got
doing
certain
heat.
energy.
And he doesn't understand
That's real.
that.
Now, the
And
New
I
York
realized
energy
that
is
after
different.
I moved out of New York and I'm telling these things to my friends and him that's still here, he's just like, oh, you shouldn't. Oh, you a Jersey bitch. Like, yo, you don't understand. It's so close, but everything feels different. It just you feel
I'm
even
much
when me and
softer
you
in
was walking
Houston.
down the street when we was in the middle of over by Grove Street and whatever, you was even like, nah, it's nice out here. Like, you feel different. No, for real. Did you feel threatened at any point in time when we was walking around in the streets of Jersey?
I always feel threatened.
Did you feel threatened at any time when we was walking through those streets in Jersey?
I walk with my own. It's in my head. I bring the threat with me. I don't know how to let it down. Even if I'm somewhere else, even wherever I'm at. If I'm
What
in
about
Atlanta
home?
for some reason, when I'm walking around, I'm still like surveying. That's just a part of me. It's not a block that does it. It's part of me now. I bring it everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
you
gonna
bring
take
that
some
in.
So you
time.
don't even
Yeah,
have the
I bring it
luxury
with
to
me.
have safe spaces once you walk out
I
your
don't.
door.
I'm never safe. I'm always looking for the problem. I'm always looking for the problem. And it's literally like I'm the problem.
No, that's,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I'm
real.
the problem. You know what I mean?
that's real.
It's very
That's real
difficult.
shit.
It's rare. You know, I remember being in my family's backyard, and I rarely go over there, but I remember being in my family's backyard and finding this peace that I was like, oh shit, this is home. Oh shit, I forgot this feeling. I ain't got to do nothing but be here.
Be here. That's why I'm home right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody like, when you come back to Houston, nigga? I don't know. I'm home. I want to go back.
So that's an interesting feeling for me. But Trav sent me a message and he said, as a talker, big black man, I try to make eye contact with people with a smile on my face. I usually speak first to appear friendly. I also try to show my ring to show I'm a family man. I do all that to appear non-threatening. I'd like to ask the people in the audience, if you're listening, just survey your life. Survey the things that you go through. You know, what do you think that you do? Do you do things on purpose? Do things just happen? Is it natural reaction to life, to some type of PTSD? Like, yo, this is what I do. I didn't even realize I do it.
I think
to
that
feel.
it's so interesting that for men, y'all assimilation begins with trying to appear less threatening. And for women, ours comes into trying to appear more threatening.
Yep.
Y'all are trying to seem like, hey, you're safe here. And we're always trying to feel like
you're not safe here. Don't play with me. I'll
me.
stab the shit out
I
of you.
said on a different episode, femininity only has the place to thrive where masculinity is present to protect it. Hence why that guard don't come off unless it's men around.
Yep.
You ain't gonna see no soft, sweet shit unless it's men around. Otherwise, we gotta protect ourselves.
One thing I can say I do that I just thought about is I don't walk up behind women.
Yeah.
I don't walk up behind women.
This is
I'll cross the street or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I do things to make women realize that they good. You just go.
You good.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
Me and Cito were having a conversation about this before where we were talking about it's 2:00 in the morning. A man is coming this way, a woman is coming this way. And I was like, my natural inclination is to be scared. And he was like, you're scared of me, so my natural inclination is to cross over or walk in the street.
Right.
Because on this side, it's niggas on that side of the street. I don't want to go over there. On this side, this woman is scared. And he said, I get in the middle of the street, now the cops see the big black man walking in the street, now the cops is fucking with me.
Yo, but that's
So
a paradigm of being a
there's
black man in
never a
America.
space for a man to, I'm either the threat or I'm being threatened.
Right.
Like,
I remember walking. I remember there was I'm on the same side of the street as my house, and there's a woman in front of me, so I can't cross. So I start shaking my keys as I'm walking behind her. Let her know there's somebody behind you, but I'm safe. Like yo, like I'm not trying to creep up on you. You know what I'm saying? I live here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have my keys out.
Sorry.
I'm about to walk in. All right. Let's move on. But if you do identify with this conversation, if you had something you want to say, hashtag #SoShamelessPod or add us on Twitter or Instagram. Twitter is better for the conversation, though. You know what I'm saying? Keep that conversation going. Maybe we'll ask the question. The next question revolves around Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
Is that next week?
Yes, next Sunday. I'm very sad. My nigga gotta work.
I don't have high hopes for that day.
There never is high hopes for that day.
I have enough cologne. I just put that out there.
Have enough
You
cologne.
know,
Giving from men
the
is a real
mothers
thing.
don't, so for Mother's Day, I went and made sure every mother I know got flowers. These
I didn't get
cost
flowers.
200. Well, you was in Jersey.
They don't deliver in Jersey.
That's what happens.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what happens.
You said
in
every
Jersey.
mother in your life, so you gotta specify.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
get shit.
That's crazy.
And I put you in my wedding. That's crazy.
I can't win around you.
Nope. You can't win.
I'm gonna just change the topic. let's just go to something else. Let's skip Father's
Nah,
Day.
let's talk about Father's Day.
That's what happens.
But I make sure my baby mother got gifts. I make sure her mother got. You know what I mean? My mom, my shorty's mom. Shit ran it up. That shit ran up. Father's Day come, bunch of text messages. Bunch of text messages. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. It's like, yo, what happened to the run up? We're not running up for fathers. What happened?
Oh, I runs it up.
Good. But let's see. The question is, what is the worst holiday? I don't know. Where can we go from here?
Yeah, I don't even.
Father's Day is the worst holiday in the world.
I saw that shit. That shit is
I've
nasty.
done the research. I already know. Let me tell you something. Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday in the world. Christmas is first. So that means it's Jesus, then your mama. You know what Father's Day fall at? Number 20. I can't think of 18 other holidays. Do you realize Halloween is number 6?
That's my favorite.
That means ghosts and goblins go before fathers? Arbor Day is number 13. I don't even know what that is. I just know it come before me. That's crazy.
I don't know what Arbor Day is either.
I don't know.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
What is it? What is it that makes it so like of the least value? What is it? Because y'all say that we have so much value. Y'all say that like we're so important. Why is it? No, don't do that, because we're not talking about the people that don't have a dad, Dodge. We're talking about the people that celebrate it but don't actually go hard. It's just nothing. It's like Happy Father's Day.
You know
it's
how
like
many-
Happy Father's Day. Like what?
It's a lot of people
Y'all go
that have-
off for mothers.
There's a lot of people that have fathers in their house right now and don't even know that nigga. That's part of the fucking problem. That's part of the problem.
You know what? I got mad at first, but now I hear you.
Like,
I hear you.
because being a father is more than obviously being the other person that made a child. Like, there's a presence that has to be there. Like, for instance, I grew up, after my mom passed, I lived in a house with my grandmother and my grandfather. They were married the entire time until my grandfather died, and obviously, whatever, move on. It took me mad long to even know that. Like, he's always been there. He has never missed a holiday, a Thanksgiving dinner. No, I'm still learning who that man was that has been there my entire life. So when you talk about Father's Day, what do you even buy? What do you like? Nigga, who are you? You are just the other nigga that's in this house. Now, I know my grandmother. I speak to my grandmother. We have a relationship. We have a rapport. I know where she's from. I know what she likes. I know her favorite color. Literally, my grandmother's birthday is coming up, and I was just telling Andrew today, I'm going to get a tattoo in memory of my grandmother because it's a tattoo that she always wanted that she never had the chance to get. I would love to do the same thing for my grandfather, but in totality, I really did not know him. Even my father, every year for Father's Day, I struggle on what to do for my dad because I know you, but at 33, I'm still getting to know you. If my mother was alive today, I know exactly what she liked, what her favorite color is, what her favorite flower is, where she would want to go, what to buy her, what her shoe size was, what her dress size was. I don't know shit about my dad on that level. It's not that I don't want to celebrate you. I don't even know how to, because a lot of fathers, even the ones that were there, they were there, but they never allowed their children to get to know who they were or what they are or what they like. It was always very much, this is what you're not supposed to do. I'm here for this reason. Discipline, order, structure, provide. You got food on the table, that's enough. Maybe I just want to get to know you. Who were you in your 20s?
Well, how do you know that we know who we are? Like, I feel
like
women,
I can't take that.
I feel like women, like, I was thinking about
Don't make it about women, make it about children. Because I can't take that as a child.
And I was like, yo, moms, y'all roll a bunch of things that's kind of dope. Y'all get to cook. Y'all like to cook. Y'all get, listen, just listen, hear me out. The man goes out, he makes his money, he's supposed to take care of everybody, but in doing all that, you really lack the time to do the things that you want. Like, the women get to do the things they want. You don't want no dirty house. And I'm not saying that y'all are just housekeepers, but you get to do the things, you shop or you clean or you decorate the crib. These are the things you really want to do. The dad has to go out and he kind of got to do for everybody else and then take care of himself last. His things are last. So how do you know that we actually even know who we are or what we like by the end of it? Because we've lived a life of service to our responsibilities and the things that are like, because we supposed to, not because we want to. The food, I'm not saying that y'all cook because y'all want to. But everyone's good food. And you know that nigga can't cook. You don't want no dirty ass fucking bathroom. You don't want to walk around in no bullshit ass clothes. You don't want your kids looking fucked up. You don't want the house looking fucked up. So the roles that the mom takes and the things that she's celebrated for are naturally things that she kind of wants to do. The dad, he's kind of just put into this role of make sure everybody else is okay. And you rarely have time or resources to do you at the end of the day, because there's always something else you need to do. How many times you sit in the crib and he's like, hey, did you go put up the cabinet? Or did you take the things out that you're supposed to take? It's not things that I be thinking about. I'm thinking about other shit. I don't know.
I think it's about the dynamic of who was the working parent, right? Whoever was going the most. Because I grew up in the family dynamic of my mom was one of the first black women to work at the New York Post and the New York Times. So she was always gone.
Shout out to her.
But my dad was the one who was home and let's do poetry, let's do art. He had me in the studio sing. I got to know him more. So when it comes to my creative and my endeavors, I'm always daddy this and daddy that. But it's like I had to get to know my mom more once I got older and when she retired, because I'm like, growing up, I couldn't have told you nothing about you because you was always working. Context. So I don't think it's about the dad or the mom. It's about whoever was out the house working. Because my dad is a creative. So his bringing money into the house came from music. You know, he was working with Teddy Riley and this one and that one. So it was like, I got to be along for that and experience that. But my mom, she was gone all the time. So you never get to know the parent that is gone all the time. And I think in that space of dads being gone all the time, because they are working, they sacrifice the time to get to know their kids. Like, I could tell you all my dad's childhood stories from his friends to his first thing that he wanted to create. I could tell you every little detail about his life. But with my mom, it's like, so
what do you get him for Father's Day?
I want to make him something. Like, my gifts are always super intentional and specific. I can't just like, you know.
But does he appreciate them?
Yes,
does
he loves
love
it.
them?
He loves it. The problem with this Father's Day specifically, he wants to just me to be around. And I got booked to go to California. So I might not be here. So there is no gift that's going to replace me being home. So Father's Day is probably going to suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to come through with this great gift. Look how much I thought about you. But when I'm in California,
Yeah.
His joy comes from seeing his kids be happy next to him. So as much as he's going to be like, damn, my daughter, she's always on the road, me not being home is going to fuck up his Father's Day. I know that.
And this shit is hard. Like, when I have a partner, I'm surrounded by fucking Gemini men. Like, it's so hard to... Because they always say they don't want anything. Like, my dad is the same. My dad's birthday is the 13th, and then Father's Day is, what, like the 19th? So it's all within the same week. Daddy, what you want for your birthday? Nothing. Just having you is enough. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's dumb. You're like, that's dumb. Like, there's nothing that you want. So then I have to create all of this brain power. Like, what does my dad want? What does he need? Nothing. The same thing with
Give
Drew.
him a picture of you.
Every birthday, it's so much brain power to like, what do you want, babe? Nothing. What do you need? Nothing. And then I have to create fucking moments out of the clear blue sky. So I have a lot of brain power and creativity that I have to work with because I really don't know what to get two of the most important men in my life. Like, what do I do with that?
I think men have been led to believe that they're not allowed to ask for nothing as well.
And they're not allowed to be celebrated.
To be celebrated. So when you're trying, it's like, nah, I'm here to serve my purpose. I don't need nothing because I wasn't taught to need nothing. I wasn't taught to come into here with demands and asks and requests. So when you're trying to love people who ain't never been celebrated and loved properly, it takes a lot of work. Majority of the men that I've been in relationships with, I'm the first person that wanted to celebrate them and love them for their existence. So they like, huh?
Right.
Like, I could have interests and get gifts and like, yeah, you can
Hey,
do that.
y'all be sending us to fucking get massages and shit.
Yes.
Why is that like
I
go
still haven't
relax?
got it.
I've been saying to him like, yo,
Same
babe, do you
joint,
want to
bro.
go to the spa? You want to?
like,
He's
what
like,
you trying to
no.
do?
I'm like,
But
what the fuck you mean? No, you literally fight fires, nigga. You don't
But-
want a massage?
But
Y'all want to
can't-
go to the basketball
Yeah.
game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all
It's
gotta give us
playoffs.
gifts that
Go
we
to
want.
fucking hell.
I do that. I'm
No,
very
you
afraid.
good. You got. I've been on Earth for 33 years. I think there's been one woman that's gotten me a gift that I've wanted my whole life, and I'm sorry, mom, sister, everybody. Like, my whole life, it's been one woman for one birthday, and I think the question is, I don't know what I want, but as a man, I never accept that from a woman. If she tell me she don't know what she want, I'm still gonna do the due diligence to figure out what it takes. And as I got older, my dad used to say the same thing, and I realized if you value family, then I have to give you memorabilia that you love with family. So if it's family, then I gotta get family pictures. Let me do things that make these moments mean more when I'm not around, instead of trying to get you a cologne or a gift card or something that don't
cologne
matter.
is mad disrespectful.
Yo, OD. Like colognes and
See,
mugs
the problem,
and all that.
The problem
is
with
stuff
that is we love perfume. So sometimes the issue is men and women try to love each other from our own language.
Yeah.
No, but okay.
So not knowing that, this is why these type of conversations are important. Don't get me what you want me to have. Get me what I want.
But I can't let you get that off because I don't give you NBA tickets on Valentine's Day. I don't.
But what if I like the NBA?
I fucking.
It's
so
All-Star
today's
weekend.
birthday was last week. I know she wanted to go on a trip, so I said, listen, this year, because I got certain things, like my cars cost $8,000 to fix. $8,000 right now. I'm riding a bicycle everywhere. I'm like, yo, I could take you on a trip, or I can get you the gifts. Now the gifts that I want to get you is fire, but I know you want to go on a trip. I know that. And she's like, well, there's a lot of things going on with the kids the week of my birthday. I got to be there for. My mom's is away, so a trip really not going to be dope for me right now. Maybe we can postpone that. So, I'll take the gifts. I get her the gifts. I take her out for dinner. Had a great night. Maybe 2-3 days later, she was just quiet. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of in the funk. And I'm like, well, why? And she's like, I don't know. I just feel like the gifts and this stuff, that's your thing. That's not my thing. Like, I really like the quality time, and I just kind of just been sitting around. I've been with the kids, and I just thought it would be more than just the gifts. And I'm like, you picked it.
You gave me two options.
I spent $5,000 on those gifts. Like,
Damn.
would you have rather we did something every day?
Probably.
She was like, yeah.
Something
Probably
small every
more.
day. A
I would've
picnic,
rather we just
a
did that.
smorgasbord, a fucking...
Take it back. Let's do over.
Right.
I said that. Take the shit back. We'll go out every day. We'll blow it on the town. She wants to keep the gifts.
No, of course. She want the gifts and the small stuff every day. Like that's the hack.
Son, this shit is difficult when you're in relationships and dealing with other people and their love languages and what makes them happy. Mm-hmm. I have a mental list because I should write it down, but I'm not. I have a list of anything my nigga ever said he wanted.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
It's a mental list. Aww. Anything he ever said that he want, not that just in passing conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, I wish I had da 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 da. And I'm like, cute, whatever. Pay it no mind, but just keep a mental note. But now, the list has run up, and I have nothing. I don't know what to do now. Now I'm really stuck, and I keep asking this nigga, what do you want? There's nothing like that he ever said that he ever would. I done went through his phone looking at his fucking wish list of shit. Like I was on his GOAT one day and just certain sneakers that he had saved, like that he wanted.
Amazon?
Bought all that shit. We about to start sharing Amazon, like everything, Amazon. Like fucking watches and electronics. Last year, Father's Day, the nigga literally was like, I want a basketball. I haven't played ball in mad long. That nigga got a basketball and a drone. He played with that basketball one time. He flew that drone one time. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to do. That's like sneak. He like the older Balenciagas, the one that looked like socks, Cardi B line, right? Like he was like, yo, I always want. Got the Balenci's, he got the Versace, he has watches. The nigga got a fire cam. The nigga ain't used the fucking fire cam. Put the shit on the helmet and make a fire movie, nigga. No, there's nothing. What? The nigga needed an Xbox. He got an Xbox for his birthday. What am I supposed to do now?
What's his love language?
Fucking physical touch.
Yo, what?
So,
that's
perfect
idea. That was so crazy. That was so crazy.
That nigga get touched every day.
No, see, a tantric sex workshop together.
Yes. I could plan that in a week.
Yes, Father's Day. Yeah,
that nigga done. Come on, son. Look at who I'm talking about.
6 chicks on me.
That's what he getting for his bachelor party. He said he want to fuck 5 bitches. That's not enough. What else can I do? Just be sitting in the house holding dick all day. Like that's all a nigga want is me to hold a dick and give him a wing. Like we do that shit on Tuesday.
That's fire.
But that's a regular day in my house. Right. Like
2 wings.
You know what? Physical
Make it
touch,
spicy that next time. Right?
No, real shit. I can count on my 2 hands how many times we've taken showers separately since we've been together. Like physical touch is always in it. Like that I know that's your love language, so that's an everyday thing. Like I can't give you physical touch for your birthday. What am I supposed to do? Like pull out the massage table and give you a massage? I can do that, but that's a regular day.
Going into the shower, she's like, Andrew.
Yeah,
I'm in the shower
because it's you.
Yeah, seriously, I am at a loss.
You want it to be so crazy, special, and grand for him. But I think that you're not assessing that you're grand for him. So you're looking at it as, oh, it's a regular Tuesday, but it's a regular Tuesday with you, and that just might be enough.
That's not supposed to be enough. I want to celebrate my nigga.
I get that, but men who find their woman and they find their peace, they don't really ask for as much as we be seeking. If every Tuesday feels like that, and then you're going, it needs to be special, and he's like, you missing it.
I am. I'm always missing it. I'm like, give me more.
This is why this is lit, because my baby's here. I don't give a fuck about all the shit that you want me to be excited over. This simplicity. Men find excitement in simplicity.
Say that again, please.
But then when we have these conversations about Father's Day and it's not celebrated enough, nigga. I want to celebrate you to the fucking moon and the stars. Why is that?
Celebrate me the way I want to get celebrated, not the way that you
You
want
have
to
to know
celebrate.
who your man is, and if your man wants the grand gestures, then fly the nigga to Dubai. But if your man wants simplicity, then movie night and popcorn with the blow up mattress in the living room with the wine on the floor and the lights rotating around with the pheromone spray so the dick get hard as soon as you walk in, and the fucking smoke in that bitch, girl.
That's literally
That's regular
every
for you.
day.
That's regular for you, but his everyday is happy though, dog.
I'm not
All right.
sparing
You're
pheromone
used
that
to
day.
it, and he's happy.
Let's move on
He's
to the
happy.
next. Let's move on.
So
to
for Father's Day, we gonna do the same shit that we do in the house every other day, my nigga.
and that's gonna be wacky.
That's
fuck.
gonna be.
It's gonna be whack. It's gonna be whack to me. Like
You're gay. He's gay.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But I love the energy and I love the therapy, Kira. Great job. Let's move on because niggas, y'all know we ain't getting shit worth nothing. Y'all getting niggas. By the way, they sell dope socks out here now. Just don't get no pack of tube socks. You're gonna get a nigga some socks, get him some Maharashi, get him some fucking dope shit from Scotch and Soda or some shit. But he gotta know how to wear them motherfuckers, or else he's never gonna wear the colored socks. He's gonna think they're Pride socks. So. Colored is crazy.
If I come home
was
with
sitting
some
over here
fucking
thinking about
socks,
what
I'm
to
gonna
get
be
this
mad
nigga
at
for Father's
myself.
Day.
Yeah.
That's not
All right.
enough.
The next title is options. Men and options. Well, the caption is bigger threat to a relationship. Options for the man or options for the woman? Ooh, that's nasty. This is Trav. You're a fuck. Ooh, nigga.
Diabolical.
You're a diabolical nigga. Woo.
What hurts the relationship more? A woman having more options or a man having more options?
The male.
If the man didn't have those options, you wouldn't want him.
Facts.
You know how I know you wouldn't want him? Because you said the good guy is boring. So the good guy don't have those options. So the man that has those options is what I said, bad is good. That's what all the females want.
Is that
So if I
bottom?
walk in this room and I sit down and all of y'all are on me, that'll make you want me. If I walked in this room and sat down and nobody was on me in here, you wouldn't want me neither.
No,
I don't think that was a Vado. That's one of them Harlem rappers though.
Yeah, he looked like a Harlem nigga.
Nah, he one of them rappers. He be on. Yeah, he one of them niggas that be on Smack and all that shit. What do y'all think? Options for the man. What's more detrimental? When a man has many options, or when a woman has many options. Now that's an interesting thing because for me, I feel like women always
Women
got
always
options.
have
Yeah.
options. That's why I'm like,
Women have pussy. Like,
every female has options. I don't
women
give a fuck what
choose
she
you,
look
nigga.
like.
Yeah.
Women choose you. Trust and believe that she can make a move.
And that's both
Anyway,
genders.
it could
at
be
that.
lateral, it could be forward, it could be backward, but she can make a move, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And any nigga out there, whether he wants her or not, will take her, even if it's just for the night.
Yep.
Whether he wants her or not, a nigga gonna experience your bitch, so she could do whatever the fuck she want to do. So what does that mean when a man has options? Because most men don't. So what if you got choices?
I think that
Is that detrimental if you choose your woman, but you still have mad choices?
I think that because successful relationships come with a level of commitment to say, I'm sticking this out with this person, that commitment is what makes you fight for the love. When those days ain't fun, when the shit gets boring, when the person is being unreasonable, that's what makes you fight through it. But the minute that this option's there, it's like, I ain't got to do this. And a man will, I ain't got to do this so fast when he feels like, I can go and find 4 more women that make me feel just like you, 5 more women that look better than you, that ain't going back to, I don't got to do this. So that fight that exists in people that are committed to their partners, them options just make that shit obsolete. And like you said, we always have options. We always have options.
Josh, what you got?
I'm stuck on the word detrimental. Detrimental is bothering me
Why?
because I don't believe anybody having options is detrimental to a relationship. Like, 2 attractive people are attractive. Sorry, 2 attractive people are 2 attractive people. He's gonna have options. You're gonna have options. But that is not to the detriment of your relationship. The detriment of your relationship comes with a mentality or entertaining them or acting upon or acting like you ain't never had options before.
Comparison, weighing, things like that.
Yeah, like, so I don't, that word is like stopping my thought process. It's like,
it's not the options, it's what you do with the options.
yeah, like I don't want anybody that nobody else wants. I want my man to be like, yo, that nigga fire. Like, that shit is lit.
He's mad short.
He's not mad short. He's short and he's average height.
He's not mad. He doesn't have options.
He got I hate when you do that on this show because it make it seem like Tahoe be bullying him because he not here to defend himself when this literally all they do is talk shit about each other.
That nigga
so
bullies
that I'm
the shit out of me.
stuck.
That nigga bullies the shit out of me.
He getting me.
Very matter of factly too. He doesn't even try hard.
So I be sitting here like, stop talking about him, but like whatever, I don't care.
He got options. Yeah, he be talking shit about me.
And then to the point of the clip where he was saying like women don't want the good guy, I always disagree with that. I've never been attracted to a man because of other women wanting him, but I think men have to address the fact that they do be attracted to a woman when other men that they admire want her.
Yeah, of course.
So that y'all don't want the good guy. If all these women is on me, then you're gonna want me. For girls, maybe, but in our 30s, are women still on that? I'ma like who I like. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like him. I like him.
Facts.
I'm not looking at if who he get bitches. That's little bitch shit. Like on some 30 and up shit. We over that whole narrative of wanting a bad boy because he gets bitches. Like if you pushing that at 30, then mama, you finna be by yourself at 40.
You finna be Mariah on the internet crying,
tweeting, right? Like,
looking stupid. Like
I personally do believe that when a man has too many options, it makes it hard for him to be monogamous, for one. I don't think that same problem happens with women. When women get options all the time, she wants her nigga.
Me too.
She will be right there for her nigga. She will, you know what I mean? She stand up. But when a nigga has mad options, him, like Kira said, going through the rough patches and like, being there, and he's like, and I'm talking about me. I'm really talking about me right now. It is hard. Yeah, it's hard because you always like, yo, I could kind of do whatever. I don't gotta go through this shit, but you gotta make a actual choice every day.
But that's why I said the commitment.
And that's not for. I think women. That choice is there, but it's more like a natural thing. Like there is no choice. I choose you. I chose you. It is what it is.
That's fine. I choose my nigga every day.
It is what it is. Right.
Every day, and it's other niggas in the world. There's taller niggas in the world. There's niggas that's fine. This niggas got more money. I don't give a fuck.
That's my
I
man.
just look at them.
Beside him.
My man.
But I think it plays a big factor in how many years you've been having options. Because like
that's
honestly,
true.
like I know certain dudes that just started getting options now, and now they don't know how to move.
Fucking loser, bitch. You gotta stay away from niggas like that. But I hate a lame nigga that never had bitches before. If you don't go away.
But also, it's not even just about getting women. It's the attributes that allow you to get women. So I don't think it's more of that he has options. It's the fact that he knows how to maneuver around women a certain way, and that's what attracted you to him. Because it's not about you being attractive or not. It's about can you move around women and want them to yearn for your love and your masculinity.
Oh, come on,
So
yearn.
like, nah. Nigga on the couch.
The yearning.
Who the fucking teddy bear?
It's because he's from the Bronx.
Right. The next one is toxic.
Why you looked at me when you said that, Tahoe?
I just know that this shit pulls out the worst in people.
He
The
said
word
toxic.
Toxic.
Looked right at me like, what you trying to say?
The question is, what is the most toxic thing you've done in a relationship?
Oh, that's easy.
I believe I'm going to stay out of this one.
Yeah, please, you stay out of it. Niggas going triple
let's
cancel
see
you.
what
Key on relationships.
What's the most toxic thing that you've done in a relationship?
I know y'all gonna talk to me because I really ain't got nothing.
For real, you a good, wholesome dude? That's nice. If we in a relationship, if you leave and I still want you,
You're not going nowhere.
where the fuck is you going? So I had that one girl, I messed up, she decided to leave. Months down the line, she got a new dude. She talking about he love her, she love him, they so in love. Nigga love you? All right, let's see. I got this one girl that I've been on and off with for years. Bad as hell.
Told her to go holler at the nigga.
Man, what? Hey, bro, go DM this nigga real quick. Send me a screenshot what he say. He love you for real. Let's see. That man responded with quickness. She had Buddy ready to meet up that night. I hit, oh girl. Yeah, bro, you and your dude doing?
So we great.
Shit.
Trash take yourself out. You don't love you. I love you, bro. Come home.
Nigga said come back home.
She came back. It worked. But then I was like, damn, like this ain't what I thought.
Nigga said, did you just want it because you couldn't have it? The nigga said, maybe.
Baby. Men are sick.
I don't know if y'all heard the entire thing with the music they be playing in the background. Be a lot, but man, this nigga had one of his joints DM her nigga, start up a whole thing. His ex's nigga. So he had an ex. He had one of his shorties DM the ex's new nigga and start flirting with the nigga. The nigga flirting back and was ready to meet up that night. And then he sent the information to the chick, which brought her back around.
I'm so triggered.
Why? Why are you triggered?
I'm triggered because it just reminded me of a situation, and I'm just like, yo, niggas are sick, bro. Like, when niggas love you and they're toxic in their soul, it's sick. Like, I
ain't gonna choice. I don't fuck with chicks on the internet. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. If I'm side on to side or something, I'm gonna meet them in the street.
Meet him in the street.
You ain't. I don't know where you. Where's this coming from,
No,
shorty?
that's real. That's a fact.
Where is this coming from? Who are you connected to? Where are you from? Where you
energy is
live? All right.
important.
Are you outside the circle of? You know what I mean? That's how, if I'm gonna play it that way. Now y'all can be like, "Oh, Tal, you be listen." Me and we have a different type of situation, so relax yourself. But I try to make sure that things is respectful. You understand what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm not. I don't play those games.
No, niggas would really take it to hell though. Like when you brought up this topic, I was thinking about the most toxic thing I've ever done. But then listening to the story, I'm thinking about the most toxic thing that has ever been done to me. And I was dating this nigga, big dude. I like dudes that make me feel like, oh, you gonna fuck somebody up.
So why you got a short man?
Because he will fuck somebody up. Don't let the hype fool you, child.
Nah, I believe you. I totally believe you. It's
that
a
nigga
strong
tussle.
nigga, and he's a firefighter. That nigga will take your ass out.
And that nigga's a state champion wrestler.
Yeah, so wrestling. See?
Yeah,
he look like that. He look like he can fold a nigga up for us.
Yes, that nigga will turn you to a lawn chair real quick.
Right.
But it was this dude that I was dating from Connecticut. And he came down to New York, and I was going to an event. Now, I had an ex from the Bronx, and we... Look at these niggas. These niggas synced up.
Crazy, son. I just ignored that whole shit.
So I had an ex from the Bronx, and he was an outside nigga, and we would run in similar circles. So me and him had a conversation, and I'm like, yo, casually, because I like to casually have conversations. Like, yo, you going to such and such events? He like, yeah, nah, I'm not coming to Brooklyn. That shit too far. I'm tired of coming to Brooklyn all the time. Nah, I'm not going to that shit. And I'm like, all right, you going? I was like, yeah, nah, I don't know if I'm going or not, but if I pop up, whatever, no biggie. I get to this motherfucking event. This nigga walked in the event with two bitches. My ex walked in the event with two bitches. All of his mans and shit, but he got a bitch on each arm. I walk in that event with my new nigga.
Excuse me, hoes. Pardon me, bitches.
My nigga, I have never been more embarrassed in my life. And obviously, me and that dude never fucked with each other again after that day because it was so bad. Like, my nigga pulled up on him, was like, oh, you in here with my bitch? And I'm like, why would you say that to this man? You got two bitches at the bar right now. Like, I can't just sit here and chill with this one nigga. When I tell you they was outside, my nigga was standing there. That nigga had Harlem and Bronx niggas surrounding him talking shit. The nigga was like, oh, you smoke here? You want a cigarette? Like, smoking with the nigga, but making fun of the nigga. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta get this nigga out of here. This shit not safe. The niggas from Harlem was like, yo, Dodge, you mad fucked up. Why would you bring another nigga to the... Me?
So he
We're
just
not
walk in
even
with
together
two
no more. He walked in here with y'all, with two bitches, and I'm the problem? Like, I was so mad, but I felt so bad for Boy because I put him in a situation that I didn't mean to put him in, but it really wasn't my fault. One, that nigga was not supposed to be there. Two, you walked in with with 2 bitches, I'm thinking everybody cool. You got your bitches, I'm in here with my nigga. It's never cool. Because when you with a toxic nigga, it's never cool. They're not done with you until they say that they're done with you. And even then, that shit could be months later, years later, like, nah, you my bitch forever. How? Sir? I don't want to be your bitch forever.
Can I retire? Take me out the membership. I stopped paying my fees.
Like the subscription was up. Yeah. I canceled subscription.
It won't unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe me. I'm still getting
my best friend can tell
money
you
taken out.
Why I moved to Houston, because I got tired of men telling me, nah, that's Wolf baby mother. My baby father in Harlem, I'm like untouchable. I don't even want to look at her because we know her baby daddy. We don't want them type of problems. And I'm like, yo, we ain't been together in like 7 years. You branded for life when you with a toxic nigga.
Nah, honestly.
What's the most toxic thing you've done?
Yeah, you don't even trust me.
All right, tell me off camera.
So,
tell me off camera.
I will say that Dodge's new man was pussy.
No, okay.
That's is he pussy or is he smart?
No.
Niggas not coming up to a nigga if they don't feel that energy. Certain energy, niggas ain't just gonna come play with the nigga. And even in the first couple minutes it's playing with him, they realize, you know what?
Never mind.
No,
let me leave this nigga alone.
For one, he should have been aware of the situation.
You good? You know what I'm saying? Okay, how many niggas around you?
Yeah.
The nigga gonna know certain. Hold up, and this shit. I remember going. I went out with today. We went to her New Year's party, and I think I spoke about this already. This one nigga was in there playing. He kept talking to me funny. I just looked at the nigga sideways like, who do you think you talking to right now? I'm amongst all his people.
No, that's real.
And shut the whole shit down. Yeah. And the girls that knew they was like, hold up, Tahoe, no, wait.
Wait.
And I was just looking at him like, I'm really not the one that you. This ain't gonna work.
This ain't what you think it is.
This ain't gonna work. Just because I'm being nice, because I'm by her side and all that. Don't think I'm not the nigga that I think I am. I am the nigga I think I am. I'm gonna prove it to you tonight.
No, that's real.
In here. That's short, man. Oh shit, no. Oh yes, baby girl. So, yeah, he pussy. Your man was your ex was pussy, but that's cool because you like pussy niggas. You know.
Who like pussy niggas?
I'm not saying Drew's pussy. I love Drew. I know you're not pussy. Don't do that. I'm just saying that you do. I've seen you around some pussy niggas before.
You seen me around pussy niggas?
I've seen you dating niggas that wasn't like that. Because they nice guys. They were nice guys.
Yeah, I date people not off of their gangster abilities.
So why would you bring him around a place where you know that there was going to be niggas?
Yeah, so I didn't know he was a bitch.
He was going to be there.
How you just right?
So then that's what I'm saying.
No, I didn't know he was a bitch. I didn't know he was a bitch. At that point, first of all, he was too big to be a bitch. Like, he was one of them real big brolic niggas. That nigga was like 6'9". Like, I didn't think that he was going to cower.
Whose event was it though?
Yeah.
Like,
it was a girl of it wasn't a girl event. It was homegirls of ours that were having kind of like a day party type flex.
And the dude that came with 2 girls, that was his sis? Like, those were the bros?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, we all knew each other. Like, we all ran in the same circles.
Yeah. Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, being the fact that he was from the Bronx, and being the fact that a lot of the events at that time were in, like, Brooklyn, LES, he was very adamant about not being there. Because if I knew he was there, I would have never bought anybody there. I wouldn't have went at all. But because he was so adamant about not going, I'm like, oh, all right, it's safe for me to go to this event. And when I did see him and I saw him walk in with 2 bitches, I felt even safer.
Oh, he's not worried about me?
You not worried about me? You got 2 bitches.
And I'm in a gang? Oh yeah, I'm gonna act up.
Most toxic thing I've done in a relationship.
Don't tell the most. Dial it back a little bit.
Dial it back.
It's
See, you making me want to know so bad.
No, he used to be a wild nigga. We can't tell him stories.
Used to be is crazy.
You ain't as wild as you used to be. Did I miss your most toxic story?
Let's hear it.
Yep.
See, I was sitting here prepared to talk about how amazing I am in relationships and I don't do anything toxic, and then I forgot that my best friend was here, and I didn't want my card to get pulled.
We
so
got receipts.
I'm gonna have. Did you pull out the phone?
Oh, we got receipts.
All right. I think my most toxic thing was the DC shit.
Yeah, let that fly. Oh,
come on, the DC shit. That's a story. I want to hear it.
Tell a story.
Long story short.
Okay.
there may or may have not been a break-in at an ex's house.
A break-in is wild.
There may or may not have been a fight ensued and police called. You know, I was fighting every night just to prove my love. I tried to climb up a drain pipe into a window, you know, just may have gone a little overboard.
And this is why Spider-Man could be black.
No, this is why Spider-Man is not black. Because it didn't work.
Me and my ex, I was staying in his crib. I had a show in D.C. Me and him got into an argument before the show. He said, I'm leaving. You could take the key and lock up, but don't come back here. And I was like, nigga, you gave me your key. I'm coming back. I call him while I'm at the show, like, my set is almost done. I'm finna come back. He was like, I'm not even home. I'm at my homeboy house. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna still stay at your crib because I'm not flying out till tomorrow. He's like, don't come back to my house. I'm like, fuck you. I'm coming back to your house. I have keys. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. So, Cito, he's driving me. He's begging and pleading. Please, can I just take you to the airport? Like, can I just take you to like a hotel? Please don't do this. And then I couldn't get in the building. So I had the key to the apartment. I didn't have the key to the building. So he's like, you're not about to climb up this drain pipe. I swear to God, if you climb up this drain pipe, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, all right. I'm sitting there at the door. I couldn't get in. He was like, this is a sign to leave. What happens? Somebody starts walking out the building. And my smile said, I'm supposed to be here. This is a sign. And Cito said, this is the devil.
It is the devil.
This is the devil letting
in
you
the
in
morning.
here.
We're in D.C. There's nobody. You can hear the birds chirping. There's nobody around. She's trying to climb. She's trying to do all types of getting in the window. I'm like, let's go. I'm teaching at the time. I'm in D.C.
He got my books
teach
and
at
bags.
7:30 in the Bronx.
Damn.
I'm like,
So I gotta drive back straight to the Bronx and go teach
No.
kids in the morning. And she trying to be George of the Jungle and climb in this window.
But my intuition said, get in this apartment. So, Cito, I get in the building. I'm like, Cito, I promise I'm going to call you as soon as I get back to Houston. He's like, all right, fuck it. He starts driving back to the city. I put the key in the door. I immediately notice his bedroom door is closed. So I'm like, last I spoke to him, he was at his man's crib.
Right.
I'm finna be in his apartment by myself. His bedroom door is closed. So I go to the door, knock on the door. He comes to the door. I was like, hey, I know we had the whole argument earlier, but I need to stay here because my flight ain't until 8 in the morning.
Cat.
So then he's shaking his head. That's what I said. So he's shaking his head. And he comes out the room and he closes it behind him.
Man,
stupid.
I would have left that door ajar. Lights off. Bitch, don't breathe.
I said,
do nothing.
I know it's not a girl in the bed. I know it's not a girl in the bed. And he's like, Kara, I told you not to come back. I'm like, there's a bitch in the bed. There's a bitch in the bed. He's like, I told you not to come back. So I'm like, I open the door. I see her laying down. I'm like, oh, you got me fucked up. So now he pushes me in the living room like, listen, this is not what the fuck we doing. I told you not to come back here. You need to leave. I'm like, I'm not leaving nothing, nigga. Why would you? I'm out of town staying with you. I don't have any other hotel. You know I'm in your care while I'm here. Why would you let me go to a show and come back and catch you in the bed with a bitch? What the fuck is going on? So I'm losing my shit. Like, I would have. So me and him get to tussling because I'm trying to get back in the room. I'm getting in the room. Me and her need to have conversation now. Because you trying me in this fucking place.
What is there to talk about?
I want to know why she here, Ike. Because he invited her. So I go in the room. Finally, after many a tussling, I sit down on the couch. Lights on in this bitch. Hello? So I'm like, what's going on with you and name redacted? I almost said it.
Don't do that. That's not.
I almost said it. I said, what's going on with you and name redacted? Like, you his girl? Like, because he told me he wasn't fucking with nobody. She was like, I'm not his girlfriend. I'm out of here. She was already dressed because she heard us in the living room going through it. She threw on her clothes. She grabbed her bag and she boogied out the door. And he's like, I'm going to call you later. I'm like, you're going to call me later? You want to try me? At this point, he on the phone with the police like,
get this crazy woman out my house.
She won't leave my apartment. She broke in. So the police is like, how did she break in? Like, is anything broken? He's like, Well, she had the key. Tell him I was staying with you, and you fucking thought I wasn't going to come back and whatever. I was like, fuck this shit. My pride started registering to me that this nigga's really putting me out behind him wanting to entertain this other woman. I go to the airport, whatever the whole situation is. Fast forward, him and her are getting ready to have their first child.
Oh,
and,
shit.
You know, they've worked through that.
Dad called her back.
He called her back. He got her back. I said,
You knew he was gonna call her back.
You better than me. It couldn't have been me. The minute that I caught you in bed with her, that was the end of me and him.
Right.
But for her, that was, well, at least she's out the picture now. So I guess we can go where we need to go, and that's their life. But yeah,
Did you really want it to be over?
Huh?
Did you really want it to be over? What if he would have fought for you instead of fighting for her?
That would have been a whole nother story. Cause I loved him. I was with him for a long time, like over a year. I thought there was gonna be fight for me. And I thought like it was gonna be, I'm sorry, I didn't want you to catch you like that. It was just nothing. It was, why are you here? You fucking up my shit with her. I felt so discarded and get the fuck out. You can't make her uncomfortable. And I've been on timing with these niggas ever since. Cito could tell you, I ain't loved the nigga or done him right since.
Damn.
Best friend tapped in. Before that situation, I already said that joint was going left. I already said it was going to be crazy. 2 people said, don't go back to that crib. You can stay at my house tonight. I said, yo, I'll drop you at the airport. All that. But, when you're not done, you're not done.
Yeah.
No. For me, with him, it had to be done explosively. Because if I would have never went back, what would have happened? I would have mailed him his key, and it would have been I'm sorry we had that argument, and I would have probably still been in it to this day.
In men language, he gave you 3 grenades before that.
What grenades? Jamaica?
Jamaica. Turks.
Turks?
Yes, Turks. Listen. Yeah. All right, come on.
I love the best. Yo, I always find it to be so interesting when you have when
But the
women,
grenades, he was giving the grenades, but then I also packed up and said, all right, if we done, I'm moving to Houston. And he was on some, if you meet somebody in Houston and you start dating them, I'm coming out there, I don't want you to do this and all of that.
He was lying.
He was lying.
He wasn't coming over.
All right.
But wait, what I want to say is I find it to be very interesting and very difficult when we have male best friends when we in the midst of our bullshit and they be fighting for our life. They like, police. He was like, get it through your head, and you're like, no.
Has your male best friend ever aligned with the guy?
Aligned with the, what do you mean?
Like when you tell him what's going on and you're like, yeah, yo, he's right. You're kind of bugging out. Has that ever happened?
Yeah, y'all did that with me with Drew a couple times. That was it.
And how does that make you feel? Do you go back like, oh, I fucked up? Or,
yeah.
Really?
If y'all tell me I fucked up, I fucked up.
Right.
If somebody else, you gotta hear
I'm the
both
same
sides.
way. Remember we was talking about that on the last episode, that y'all men provide the perspective and leadership where sometimes I might click out, and if Cito tell me like, you was bugging, I'm like, damn. I was gone.
It's difficult.
Now niggas gotta
difficult to do that
apologize.
because when I'm hearing a story from a lady friend, female friend, right? Lady friend is kind of intimate. Lady friend.
Oh, that's my. I get what you're saying.
Lady friend.
That's my lady friend.
Female in this-
Teddy Pendergrass.
Sorry, woke people. I have to say female in this instance. Yeah, when you're hearing it, you're like, ew. Because now you don't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
So you're trying to find a right way to deliver. You bug the fuck out.
No. Like you got to
But
mansplain that
at
one.
least they don't have that emotional charge towards us.
Yeah.
So we're able to get in and kind of, have a certain type of get perspective. But then sometimes I realize you don't want perspective. You just want
Chaos.
Fire.
that's what you want. Which is what Cito was going through. It's like he tried to give it whatever, and she was like, no, I don't care.
I was clicked out, and I very rarely click out. I was gone.
Me either. I've never had those types of things.
I was gone.
I've never experienced that
because I have a chemical imbalance. So my family has the history of bipolar schizophrenia. So when I click out, it's over.
Yeah,
it's gonna take at least 2 months to reel me back in because my mental is gone. I was in a whole episode. It took 2 months to mentally reel me back in because I was gone. My mama had to come to Texas. I click out mentally. So I'm always love and light and mentally balanced.
That pussy fire. That's all I can think about. I'm sorry. Last week she said some shit. I said made my dick hard. This one, I know why. Now I know why.
You like crazy bitches.
Nigga, that shit. What's that? Oh, this.
You
that
like
shit.
crazy bitches. And because I know,
like,
I'm always very level-headed and logical.
Yeah.
But when I'm mentally starting to click out and my chemicals is all getting fucked up, it's like, damn, how do we before she got to go in the hospital or some shit, like this shit's getting bad. Like, I was gone.
That's fucking tough, son. I am thankful that my first knee-jerk reaction is to shut down and shut out.
We have 4
prison
left. We're gonna speed through them because we have a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
We have 20 minutes.
Yep.
Left to this episode, so let's just speed through these because I want to get to them. Travis, his ladies just out. The next one is polygamy.
Oh yeah.
Got to speak on that. Taj's favorite topic.
So much fun.
The caption is: are you ready to be in a relationship with your BM's baby father?
Yo, what?
Hey, what?
Relationship
See, okay.
Are you
with
ready to
your
be
baby
in a-
mother's baby father.
I'm interested
need to
in
see this clip.
I'm interested in seeing.
It's a no
what's
for me.
Happening? What the fuck just happened?
Everybody have their limits, child. That's the limit.
Let's see.
It's a third party.
No, the baby mother.
Polygamy, because now you even. I think when you date a woman with kids, it's like forced polyamory, it's forced polygamy, because now you even have another man in your life that can dictate emotions and dictate policy with that woman. So, for example, let's say me and this woman, we're going to get ready to go to Hawaii. And me and her going to pack our bags. And then her baby daddy call and say, hey, I'm not watching so-and-so, or I'm not going to do this, or something happened. That man can change the direction of a trip. He can change the direction of her mood. There's times where I've seen it where, oh, I just got off on my baby daddy, I'm upset. Like, he can change things in your household. You could be talking about another man on a Friday night instead of you talking about what you guys are going to get ready to do. So this person, like it or not, cool, we co-parent well, we don't co-parent well, still has access to your woman in certain ways that's like, all right, can you tolerate that? And a lot of women's like, this man don't have access to me, we just co-parent. Yes, he does. He's going to be an active role. He's in the movie, he's in the show, he's a starring cast member until 20 years old, 21 years old. Can you handle that? Can your ego handle that?
Shit. I ain't see it going like that.
I didn't see that going. That's not where the GPS said we was going, but we went there.
I hate that because that shit's so true.
It's and to see as a man who has a lady that has 2 baby fathers, to see her triggered by them so often is unnerving. Because I realize she's still dealing with emotional baggage. Certain things are factual. He didn't do this. Well, this is what needs to be done. This is the conversation that needs to be had. But then it goes reeling back through all this other shit. And I'm sitting there like, why are you dealing with so much emotion with this nigga? You have a nigga. All of this emotion that you giving, he don't deserve all that. It's a factual thing. He did this. This is what needs to happen. This is the conversation that needs to be happening. It's a black and white. But because you're so emotionally invested with a nigga that you used to be fucking and you had his baby and all of this other shit, now I have to sit here and kind of just be like, and allow things to play out. Very often she'll let me give her guidance on it, and it's worked. Other times, the emotions just need to see their way through. And I just kind of just got to be like, am I willing to be in a relationship? Yeah, I'm ready to be in a relationship. Yeah, with all y'all niggas. Love my bitch. Love my bitch.
No, that's right.
I don't give a fuck about you niggas. I'm the one in the house. Y'all niggas out there in the outhouse. So it is.
That shit is so fucking tough to like navigate, because even like with my baby father, I purposefully take phone calls with him away from Drew. Because I know that nigga still triggers me. I know that he's gonna say something, and I never wanna be yelling and screaming on the phone with a nigga in front of my man, because I don't think it's appropriate. But even within, it's like it be the smallest things. Like, my baby father, the most triggering nigga that I've ever met, and it'll be simple things like you trying to get from point A to point B in a conversation. All right, boom, this is what's happening. This is what I need. This is when I need it by. We good? Cool. And somewhere in the middle of that, it'll be 1 or 2 words. And it's like, yo, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to?
Exactly.
I'm calling you for A and B. Don't turn this shit into C and D because now it's unnecessary. You a bitch ass nigga. You know I don't fucking like you. I'm calling you because I need to for this thing. But if I didn't need to, I would spit on your grave. And then it got to turn into all of that. And I'm just like, so now I got to sit here and fix my attitude because I'm not going to bring this attitude to this nigga because that nigga don't deserve that shit at all. So I have to really compartmentalize these conversations and these things. And then I also don't want to pile my baby father's bullshit on my man's lap unnecessarily. You're responsible for this. Handle what you're responsible for. I don't want to have to come to my nigga and be like, all right, that thing that he's responsible for, he's not doing it. So now we got to figure it out. I don't want to do that.
Pardon me, Kira, real quick. I know you have something to say. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I know you don't.
I'm here to be your partner. I'm here to help work through this shit with you. That's what the point of having me here is, to help give you perspective, to help give you another way.
I feel like he has responsibilities.
Signed up for that.
I feel like he has responsibilities, but I also feel that this nigga has responsibilities too. And I don't feel like you get a pass on your responsibilities because I have a support system. I feel like that creates a slippery slope.
But
like, I don't have to do this because you know your nigga is going to handle it. Yes, he will. No, bitch, you do what you supposed to do and we going to do what we supposed to do over here. I don't want you to, in your brain, make moves for my man. Like how he's saying in the video, like you don't get to dictate and add shit to my nigga's plate. Handle your plate, bitch, and then he gonna handle his.
I have a problem with that. I have a problem with you trying to reprogram yourself before you bring it back to me. Come on home. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you work through the situation and give you male perspective with another nigga that's in our life. This nigga's in our life.
Ugh.
He's not just in your life. Stop trying to separate the two. This is not church and state.
Compartmentalize, but you know me.
We are the emperor and empress. It ain't no church and state here. All of the problems, they are our problems to deal with our community and our kingdom.
That's our baby
that
father.
nigga is in our kingdom.
and y'all don't understand, like, even I understand the logic of it. I get it. Like, it's not lost upon me, but I hate it because I know who my baby father is. They don't know each other. They've never met each other. They probably never will. Like, I know who this man is. I know how manipulative he is. I know how my fiance, I know how he's Mr. Fix-It. He fixes everybody's problems. He handles everybody's things, which is why when it comes to celebrations and stuff, I want to do the most for him because he does for everybody. Mom, sister, baby mother, daughters, me. Everybody. You deserve everything because you do for everybody. That nigga don't get that right.
The co-parent.
Yeah.
She looking like that nigga. It's 3
I
hours.
think that I'm on the outside looking in of these situations because I don't have a present baby father. When my baby father was home, I remember we were having an argument and I was irate, turning red, and my ex, he was like, "Why you still arguing with that nigga?" And I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "You got a nigga now, you ain't got to worry about him. Don't have no more arguments with him. Anything that he say he not gonna do, let that be, and that be that. Like, don't let no nigga stress out my woman." And I never had an argument with my baby daddy ever again. So,
but what about having a dude with a baby mother? Are you willing to be in a relationship with her?
That's our baby mother. Like, so my baby father had a baby on me, and now that he's incarcerated, I treat it like that's my BM. I gotta check in, like, what's going on with what he needs, So because I am a girl's girl, I'm always get along with your BM. If your relationship with your BM ain't good when you meet me, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna mediate this shit as a family. But the problem for me comes in when a man may not have a problem with dealing with a woman with a baby father, but it's to know that when you deal with me, you're dealing with a woman that has a child that doesn't have a dad. So it's that automatic responsibility of, if I'm getting Kara, I'm getting Nala, because Nala doesn't have no other man.
Right.
So that's so much pressure. Hence why I'm probably still single. Because it's like, damn, if I like this girl, I'm automatically signing up to eventually be a stepdad. My daughter is still young. It's not the same as if you're dealing with a co-parent. Because your kid can be away on weekends. I have no co-parent.
Same.
I have nobody to pass the baton to. It's just me and my daughter. My daughter's father doesn't come home for like a decade. It's going to just be me and my daughter for a long time. So the baby daddy ain't the issue in my shoes. Is, am I ready to raise somebody else's kid?
I want to know, when you date people, do you date them with the perspective that they could possibly be your stepdad, or does it eventually come up over time?
Over the years, I've compartmentalized. Initially, I was compartmentalized niggas that I wanted. If I want to fuck them, if I want to have a good time, this is good for me. But as my daughter's gotten older, she's like, this ain't fair. Like, I want a together family. I want a stepdad. I want you to date someone and bring them home so I can have a dad in my house. We're not a real family without a dad in the house. So that's changed the way I've dated. 6.
What the fuck
What? Kids are their mind.
My daughter,
she's one of them ones.
She's plugged in. She's dialed in.
She told me this when she was 5. 5 years old. She was like, Mama, you dressing with the basketball shorts and all of this stuff. Like, that's not what the men like. The men want you to wear dresses. I'm like, why are you worried? I'm like, Mama's fine. She's single. She was like, yeah, but we're not a real family without a dad, Ma. Like, I want a together family. Like, I want a stepdad so I can have a dad in the house.
Shit.
So then that made me have to change the way I date. I can't go after a man that I want because he's going to be a good time for me. I'm always having to assess, are you going to be a good dad for Nala? Hence why I'm still single. Because I have yet to meet a man who can satisfy my needs and the parental needs of what is going to need to be in my household with my daughter.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Kids will do anything to you. They're going to read you like a book. Son. It's like, yo, why are you even in my face like that?
Is lame.
That's
what the topic is.
And we talking about niggas.
And the question, would you rather be lame?
No.
Or be lit? What the fuck?
That's the same.
The clips are playing together.
Shut up. Let me see. All right, now holy shit, this shit done got all fucked up and confused. It's like my phone is like, nigga, it's been 3 hours.
These niggas are lame, yo. Like, the men that are, like, actually amazing entrepreneurs and educated and financially, lit, y'all are lame. Like, for real. And you know what? And people I say what I want and I do what I want, respectfully. So I'm just, the message is really for them, like, I salute you, King. Like, I'm proud of you. But you was so lame coming up that now you're somebody and you're leading with that. And a lot of these guys are leading with it wrong. Each one teach one. Like, I'm putting people on. Like, you a pretty girl, you might not have the best confidence. I'm putting us all together. We gonna boost you up. We gonna make you, like, come on. Like, I give away free mentorship all the time, even though it costs. But
I can't listen. I'm sorry.
Wait, we don't know what the premise of it is.
A lot of these guys are just like, like their insecurities showing they're hiding behind their accolades. These niggas.
Oh, that's the premise.
Hiding behind the accolades.
Hiding behind the accolades.
I think the premise is that money don't make the man. Like, it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be who you was. They say you was who you was when you got here. That's just what it is. Like, you gotta have done enough work coming up. You know what I'm saying? But or at some point realize that you got work to do. And even in that, you become a better nigga. You like, I think at around 40 something, I realized I had a lot of work to do. At 36, I was just actually becoming a real person. It's wild. Because I was a drug dealer and I was in jail. Then I'm my baby mother's baby father. So it's like I really wasn't identifying with myself for a long time. I was just doing all this other shit. Then being on the internet for so long and having these relationships that's going left and right, whatever. At some point, I started actually dialing into who Tahoe really is. Who do you really want to be? What's your legacy that you want to leave? Like, so all of the money and all that shit comes after that, but it's actually who I want to be that's actually guiding everything else at this point. You don't do that for a long time. So niggas get money and you don't care about who you are. You don't care about who you want to be. You don't care about what your legacy is. You haven't gotten to that point where you're actually doing real work on yourself. Lame or lit, at this point I'd rather be lame. In the context of what she's speaking about. Yeah. Because I stopped caring about what other people think. I made a decision about who I want to be, and that's who I am. So motherfuckers like, oh, you always speaking up for trans people. You must want to fuck a trans person. Say what you want. I'm speaking up for trans people because that's what I want to do. Right. I don't care about whether you're gonna judge me for speaking up for trans people. I don't care if you judge me for all of the different things that I say that means something to me and where I want to be at the end of the day. But and I don't think that most men make that decision until late in life.
What she was saying was a lot of these people that have the money and they're financially lit and they're educated are lame in their character. So it's like you could have all of the business mind and all of this money and shit, and the world thinks you're lit, but deep down you're lame because how you are as a person.
You never made that. Yeah, you have not done the work on yourself.
You have not done the work on yourself. So yeah.
Say the athletes or the doctors or whatever, they've been so busy doing what they had to do in their career. They never really had to work on their character.
To be a good person.
They never had to do that. And that comes later in life once you're proven to yourself. Something has to happen once that a man doesn't identify with what he has, how he dresses, who he's fucking. There's something that says, yo, who am I?
It's the same thing with a lot of girls who were pretty privileged their whole life. They never had to develop any personality traits. It's like, oh, I've had a nice body and I have a pretty face, but okay, like, are you kind? Are you compassionate? Like, what else? Like, you just boring. Like, you just no substance there. So yeah,
we get caught up in that. Dodge, anything? You rather be lame or be lit?
I'd rather be me, and I'm both.
Would you rather be lame or be lit?
I'm both. According to Miss Mamas, I don't like the notion of feeling like, I feel like corny is corny no matter what you have. And we've had this conversation, and you know how I feel about corny ass niggas. Like, that shit is disgusting. I don't care how much money you have, you can't cure corny. I just don't like the way that her statement was introduced.
Right. That's why I said we gotta get to the end to figure out what she's talking
when
about.
You say you had to see it through, like, that last sentence should have been the first sentence. And I think that I would have responded to the thought process better. Like, you didn't need all those jump cuts to get to the point.
It was a lot of jump cuts.
It was like
it's a whole bunch of years.
Like, I didn't need all those jump cuts to get to the point.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
That was AI.
That was AI? Okay.
That was AI edited that video.
But also, I feel like sometimes lame can be triggering. They try to use the word in certain capacities where it's like, if I don't fall for your finesse and now I'm lame, then I can understand why you're using it that way. But it also depends on the arena I'm in. Like, certain arenas you're going to lead with your accolades because it's trying to get me to a certain space. But other space, I'm going to lead with who I am because I'm in a safe space to have that conversation. So at times, I've seen women use the trigger or use lame to throw on somebody because they may not fall to something. And I've seen people throw lit to kind of make you do something that you don't want to do either.
Right.
So to me, it's like, I don't like the condensation of it. It's like you said, let me be me. Yeah. And in that space, I'm gonna think. I've had lame moments when I moved off my square, but I wasn't sure who I was.
Same.
I've had lit moments when I was just being me.
Same.
So it's important to understand like what that means for you, type. So yeah,
Yo, I have super lame moments.
Everybody
does. You can't never say you was lame.
Yeah. You gotta laugh about it sometimes.
Right.
Like,
you're not being honest with
and
yourself.
It's all perspective, because a lot of things that people look at as lit is lame to me.
Lame as fuck to me.
Let's talk about lame as we dive into this week in these bitches. I think last week we had just this week in these niggas, I believe. Trav, genius episode, my brother. Genius work that you put together today. And this one was kind of easy. The title is Bitches Be Mad.
I don't like
And the caption, you know what it is?
Oh, yeah, I had it open on my phone.
Azalea Banks insinuates that Jackie O's death is karma for DC Young Fly. I feel that I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to speak. I'm going to read out what she said. I'm going to give a little context. I believe that DC Young, Azalea Banks was on Wild 'N Out. And I believe that DC Young Fly called her ugly. Called her a roach, I believe, or something like that. Said she looked like a roach, something like that. I can't really recall.
He went in on her but they was playing that game.
They playing that game.
Like when you supposed to cut each other ass.
Dissing each other.
And
I believe she started crying.
She did start crying.
She started crying. Now, if more context, DC Young Flies, the mother of his children. I'm not sure what else was attached to that fiance, girlfriend, whatever it is. She passed away after getting a mommy makeover. She has 3 children, I believe, all by DC Young Fly. And Azalea Banks took the opportunity of this mishap and horrible occurrence to say, damn, DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness unto women perfectly secure in their own skin. Say what you want about my tears, they were pure tears of rage and not at all a sign of weakness, because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried and moved on. That Jackie old girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself and the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laughed. Ironically, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023, in Miami, Florida. You niggas are gonna learn to stop fucking with me. I don't think anyone gets how much the press from the episode derailed the success of Anna Wintour. I believe that's her album. I came to sing my song and go home, and only at the request of my label. Then the stupid butch queens on stage behind me basically making a mockery of it being a gay song, fake voguing behind me in their do-rags like they aren't all raging homosexuals. She goes on to say that thorn in my side is finally out. No way in hell was I blessed with this many gifts, this much talent and beauty to be a cultural punching bag for a cast of peons who wouldn't have a pot to piss in if they didn't have the court of social media addicts to gesture for. I do this in real life, dick lickers. Ha ha, Ayesha. I will say this is the most disgusting display of humanity I've ever seen in my life, especially from some. It was such a reach. Like, you came back. You didn't have to. I think that people do things in the moment, I think, is disgusting, right? The fact that you reach back a year.
Yeah,
that shit was mad long ago.
You know
that shit was
way
pre-COVID.
Yeah, that was
like that shit was mad long ago.
Nah, we probably talking about 3.5, 4. Like,
yeah,
yeah, for real.
It's disgusting. Just horrible humanity, horrible. But I'm gonna let the ladies do what they do on this one. I'm talking to y'all, helpmates.
I think that I have the same words for her that I had for Sheikah last week. That when you have someone who is just so deeply miserable and just so rooted in their anguish, sorrow's prayers.
Sorrow's prayers.
Because it's like,
ill.
It's no way. I saw that and I was like, it's no way.
It's no way.
This isn't the regular clapping back at celebrities and arguing with people like children lost their mother. We're not even talking about even attacking DC. This is a mom. Like, it's something deeply wrong with her spirit and her soul and nasty, terrible energy. I pray God has mercy on her soul for such a horrible display.
I don't have prayers for people like that. I'm sorry. I save my prayers for those that need, those that are worth. And she's not worth a prayer for me.
You know one thing about God? He got the ability to show you who's God.
That's a fact.
And you saying something so hateful.
But you know what? That's not her first time saying disgusting things. And she's one of those people that are going to live forever. Because you're going to continue to live in your misery. Like, nothing positive is going to happen for you. The reason why you are so mad is because you know that you're talented. You know that you deserve more than what you've received for the talent that God gave you. But because you're such a miserable, nasty, disgusting, vile piece of shit of a human, you're never going to reach your capabilities. And you're gonna always be that bitch on the internet that is being nasty and being hateful towards those that have what you can never attain, what you will always look at and want to reach, and it will always be out of your fucking grasp. So she's going to live a long time in disgusting misery, because I believe that earth is hell. And that's where you're going to continue to perpetuate. You're going to continue to be in this ball of hell. And that's who you are. And you've done nothing but whatever blessings that you felt like you deserved, you have blocked it even more.
Way blocked.
Blocked it even more.
It's like, when you hold somebody to such a low standard already,
shit,
I expect nothing but vile things from her. But that, I was like, jaw on the floor.
Yeah, my jaw dropped on that one
and
too.
The shit that 85 South pulled, y'all peeped what they did, posted a clip this week.
Yes, and that shit was
posted
stupid.
a clip this week of DC Young Fly talking about surgeries, BBLs, women's bodies and stomachs. Like, the way everybody has been showing their ass in his time of grief.
Wait, he don't fuck with them no more? 85 South?
He's on the show.
He's on the show, yeah.
Oh, why would they do that?
Because it was, I'm assuming
they
it was
issued
the clip.
it was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
And it was like, but still,
you should have never dropped that.
You should have never dropped that.
It's probably a mistake.
Yeah,
no, it was intentional because they put out, just to know this is what the conversation is about, but this was pre-recorded before everything that happened with his baby mother.
You couldn't scrap that shit?
You could have scrapped that shit.
Yeah, it's something.
There has been times on this show I'm like,
You release it. Yeah, you
it
release
ain't
that
worth it.
2 months, 3 months. You might not release that one.
Yeah.
Or cut it out.
Pull it out.
Cut that one out.
Cut that shit out.
Do a little ad.
Put
in
the
the
shit in the
middle.
archives.
Do a little ad.
I
In
feel
the
really
85
bad.
Shop Show is here.
Yeah,
Do a little jingle. What's the jingle music? You lost
Dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Yeah. All right. The show has come to the point where we are exiting out. We're on our way the hell out of here. It's been an amazing show. Toro has something that he wanted to add to that last conversation.
She practiced witchcraft. So like some of the, like the way she talks, because I grew up with like some Hispanic people in the community. They practice witchcraft. So like you're in the Bronx, you really know.
Killing fucking chickens
Yeah,
in the apartment,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Why
So
y'all
like
said the Bronx?
they do
Because
that-
that's
do that a
what
lot.
they be
They do that a lot
practicing
in Bronx.
witchcraft and
Santa Maria.
wizardry.
Yeah, Santa Maria. Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Hogwarts is crazy. Hogwarts is
You gotta
crazy.
relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Hogwarts is crazy. Not too
But
far
nah,
off.
it's-
We're gonna get into.
weird
First
bitch.
of all, I'd like to thank Cito, Toro. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Melly. We miss you.
Appreciate
Can't
you.
wait for you to come back to Trom, wherever you are. That's great.
I literally
Nah, I
only
love
listened to
y'all.
the show last week because I know Tahoe be talking shit when we not here. I'm like,
say
what the
shit
fuck
about
this
you.
nigga
I say
say?
something about you.
Nah, you didn't. I was surprised. You said I called out though.
Oh, I did talk shit about you. I don't think you made it to that part.
Fuck.
Yeah, you
I got
went
more
to
to
that
listen
part.
to,
Yeah.
so I can curse you out.
Kira, thank you
Of course.
so much for being here with us for 2 weeks.
I
Like,
loved
Come
it.
on.
This feels
Little residency.
right? It feels fucking.
when I'm in New
good,
York.
yo.
Y'all gotta have
You got-
me back
every
whenever
time.
I'm home.
Good. I'm
Every
calling
time.
out too because you can hold it down by
No,
yourself.
because you see,
See?
we
She
have
wants- she looks-
chemistry.
I'm on a break.
She
We
looks for
need each
any
other,
opportunity
Josh.
not to be here.
It's different when we're together.
It's
We're
different.
better
I
together.
love that. I love that. And we are going to exit with cap or no cap. Now, Kira, you already know the rules.
Yes, yes.
Cap means you're fucking. That's a lie. We don't believe that shit. Cito, all right?
Yeah.
Cap or no cap.
Okay.
The first one is at Bree Soigne. I don't know how to say it. BREYSOIGNE at Bree Soigne. Soigne.
I don't even try.
The song, yeah.
Bree. Bree. Yeah, right. Do an ad lib. Shout out to Takeoff. You know. Maturing is realizing light mode is better than dark mode. Ooh. I've not turned off dark
Cap.
mode in a long time.
Big
Call no
cap.
cap. I don't have dark mode on my phone.
How?
I don't know. It just bothers me.
A lot of people have been telling me
I mean,
that dark
having my
mode
brightness. I just hate it. I hate it.
is something. It shows where your energy is at. Somebody said that to me, and I was
Well, I'm a
thinking about it.
Slytherin, so I'm good where I'm at.
see,
Yo.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
See,
Shout out
like,
to
yo,
Gryffindor.
But I'm a Leo. You know the lion.
You ain't no fucking
So what am I?
Gryffindor.
I'm a Raven, the boring ass Raven. I'm not boring ass Raven. Claw. I'm not boring ass Raven. I'm Gryffindor all day. I'm not no goddamn Slytherin. You think I'm a Slytherin?
I don't know what you
I
are.
don't think I'm a Slytherin. I'm definitely like Gryffindor.
I'm big Slytherin energy. You shitting me? The fuck?
Cito. Cap or no cap?
I'm gonna say no cap.
No cap. Light mode for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say no
That's an
cap.
iPhone or that's
iPhone. Yeah,
Alright, just
iPhone.
making
Yeah.
sure.
Yo, you about to
I like
judge.
my light. You know,
You
I
know
like
what
my
it
light.
is.
But
You know what it is. Toro.
You about to judge him.
Toro. Cap or no cap? Where are we going? Light mode, dark mode?
I'm going dark mode.
Dark mode.
Yeah.
So this is a cap.
It's a cap. Yeah, it's cap. Facts.
I would like to say I gotta go cap. I fuck with dark mode. all
Big
day.
cap. Light mode looks stupid.
Light mode is too bright for my eyes.
It's
Dark
childish.
mode is.
just turn it down a little bit.
Too much.
I can't tell what my phone is on. Because every app with the light mode, it looks different. Some apps is blue, some apps
Yeah,
is
it's a
white
whole
and shit. So with the
different-
dark mode,
they
with
are?
everything just being dark, it's
wouldn't
like,
know.
oh my God, I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm lost.
Cap or no cap at 285 Slim says men don't lose good women. All women just think they're good women.
There gotta be a third option.
Nope.
That was a topic. There's a topic in that.
Men
Men don't lose good women. All women just think they're good women.
No cap.
Yeah.
No
cool
cap. You're going cap.
Yeah, because I've spoke with men that can assess. Damn, I fucked that up.
Nah, bitches
shouldn't
be
let that go.
bonkers, bro. Nah, I'm
Some
sorry.
bitches be bonkers, but some niggas do be losing. They be fumbling. Not every woman is fumbleable, but some niggas will
But
be
it's-
like, I fumbled bad with that one. I fucked up.
Just because she,
and then they get them back and realize, it
wasn't
wasn't the fumble. That she really wasn't as lit as I thought she was. In
a
the
lot
time.
of times, you like a good woman based on what she is for somebody else. That may not mean what's meant for you.
True.
Like I could look back and say her at 29, why I messed up. But when I was with her, we wasn't aligned in that moment.
I didn't say the thing. Don't say do you lose the right woman. It said do you lose a good woman. She's still a good woman, even
honestly,
if she's not your woman.
If good is average, then I'll say okay.
Yeah.
If good is average,
I'm
then
gonna call cap on this
Yeah.
just because of the fact of the generalization. Men don't lose good women. We do. We have.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Sometimes you don't know where you are. You don't know who you are. You don't realize what you have. We do it all the time. There's a lot of chicks out there that think they're good with you. Chick, you are trash. You're just not that deal. You're not that deal. You aren't what a man needs. You're worried about yourself. You're selfish. You're jealous. You're possessive. You're toxic. You're entitled. All of these things. Yes, that's true. But to be honest, the way it's quoted, men don't lose good women.
That's cap.
That's cap.
Yeah.
That is cap. Cap and no cap at Derek Alexander _ says, soon as I grow up, apartments $2,000. But when I was 14, they was $500.
Son, no cap.
Using the peas.
Because what the fuck, bro?
I'm out in Queens last week. I see this fucking house. Nice little house. I was like, oh, this is nice. A nice little neighborhood. Ryo looks up the fucking price of the house. He's like, we looked at it. He's like, oh, this could probably like $500,000.
A mil.
Nice little shit.
Nah.
1.3.
For sure. A mil off rip.
Little ass house. One family. Couldn't even rent nothing. Can't even rent nothing out.
Damn.
I said, damn.
Nah, listen, that's that redlining, man. They trying to.
I hate New York, bro.
Come to
So
town.
Dodge thinks that I'll be
Come to Jersey.
come to Jersey. Look, see,
Nah, that's what they see, but nah.
Come on.
it's ridiculous here.
They trying to
man.
get us out. That's the truth.
They trying to get us the fuck out.
That's exactly what it is. They trying to get us
Little
out.
Joint. It wasn't
Nah, I
nothing
know,
special.
you
It was nice,
can't-
your cute little joint for rent, for sale. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
It's less taxes.
1.3.
It's beautiful out there.
Yes.
All your
But it's
designer
box.
stuff.
In the middle of nowhere in Queens. Why would anybody want to spend 1.3 to live in Queens?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The way that they building everything up, like especially I won't talk crazy about the Bronx, but the Bronx right now is.
Oh yeah, they getting your ass. That
highways.
gentrification coming for that ass.
Something. Yeah,
It's there.
they trying to pack us up. They trying to pack everybody up.
Then leave.
Cap or no cap, niggas be like, okay, you want to know the truth? And lie even harder.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
Yeah, it's no cap.
No cap.
You can't
be
handle the
honest,
truth.
yo, like-
I can't even handle saying the truth. Saying the truth hurt me. I got to come with a better lie. I'm sorry. I just gotta listen. Let's just hold on a second. Let me figure something out to tell you that'll work. That'll get us past this little hump.
But I got to come
rough.
with a better lie.
Yeah. So, cap and no cap. So we just gonna act like lightning bugs didn't just disappear?
Yo, I was thinking about that the other day. What happened to lightning bugs, bro?
Yeah,
I remember
that
chasing
was-
them shits down the block.
Everywhere. Had a whole jar.
I think that once you get older, you
Don't
lose
play
your
with me.
ability
To see them,
lightning bugs.
that's crazy.
That's
I'm
real
gonna ask my
wild.
a hot
daughter if
take.
she sees.
That's some kids
If
next
she
no,
door
no,
sees
that's
shit.
a wild. That's
bugs.
a.
No, because our
Because
parents
I
sold
used to
them shits.
collect them and bring them to my parents.
Yep.
Nala
that's
ain't
a
never
real
once
thing.
said, "Look what I got."
They
I'm
feel
finna ask her like, "Yo, you be seeing these bugs floating
They
around
be
glowing?"
extinct. They
She
probably
gonna be like,
extinct
"Mama,
by
what the
now.
fuck you talking about?"
Because how would lightning bugs go extinct? What would happen to them?
Us,
No, we gotta look it
human
up. Yeah.
beings, and our fucking global warming
Yeah,
and destroying this
global warming,
planet.
I don't know what it was.
Nah, I think that once you get older, you just don't.
You don't see certain things.
You
no
don't.
more?
You don't. You're so focused on life. You're not paying attention. You're too close to the forest to see the trees.
And what if
you're
you
not
tap
stopping to
in
smell
with
the
your inner
flowers?
child?
Nah, you
Your
see
kids
Go
is
into a
outside,
backyard
just
and
sitting
then you
around.
just start seeing lightning
You start
bugs
seeing
again.
the light bugs.
That would be
everywhere.
crazy.
Nah, I
Like
still go to barbecue.
ladybugs, we used to see ladybugs and
All type of
butterflies and
stuff.
all
yeah.
that shit.
The
You
mosquitoes
start
just
hearing
doubled up.
butterflies.
Everybody else is gone, bro.
Like, oh shit, you just spinning around in the yard like, oh.
They were here all along. This whole time they've been right here.
Just how to look in my, just how to look in your heart.
There's three more. At Cap and No Cap, at T Sadiddy says, a nigga fingernails can show you what type of nigga he really is.
No fucking cap.
no cap.
No fucking
No
cap.
cap.
You nasty, disgusting,
cap.
ungroomed
Yeah, word. Some
bitches.
look at that
Yo,
monster.
bro.
I should have.
I hate
Listen,
an ungroomed man, yo.
There gotta be a balance though, because girls been talking crazy about. I Drake did too much with the yellow polish, but it's kind of like there gotta be a balance. I know some of y'all care for the polish, some of y'all don't.
I'm about
care.
to say,
I
it's-
think
it's
being
all on
groomed is
preference.
important. Being groomed
I don't
is
have a
very
problem with
important.
polish.
But there's certain days when you put
But I
in the
like
work and
weird
like no
niggas.
stuff happen.
Come
But
on.
being groomed is important.
Niggas be wanting to touch you and shit. Get your
Nigga
fucking
said,
nasty
look at that-
fingers out of here.
That
Y'all be letting us
bacterial
all in there.
vaginosis waiting on your hands.
Yeah, like,
Shit, though. You
come
gotta-
on,
Not waiting
son.
on your hand.
Yeah, as soon as a nigga touch you with dirty fingernails, you're gonna get
All
BV.
right. Moving on to Tax Stone.
Fuck that bitch.
Tax, man.
He says, that checking shit is so corny. Y'all just robbing your own people. Then niggas ain't had Ben Affleck and Matt Damon checking yet. But as soon as a little Negro gets some money, here y'all go.
No cap.
Yeah, there's no cap on that.
But fuck him, no.
We all know that the things that the hood is fucked up.
Yeah, it's a nasty place.
And I just think the most fucked up thing is when it's the grown-ups perpetuating the hood fucked up shit. Like, nigga, you're past 23.
But that's how they
You're
eating.
47.
But that's how they eat. That's a
You're 60 years old. What's the nigga name from Houston that's in the middle of
Jay
every
Prince.
other? Huh?
Jay Prince.
In the middle of every little bullshit beef, you in the middle of it. Like, nigga, this shit is nuts, bro. Grow the fuck. When y'all gonna grow up?
He was talking about whack 100 on that one.
I was definitely talking about whack. It's just whack. Oh, this.
No, that's
this
what
one?
Tax was. Yeah, that's what Tax was talking about.
Yeah, it's whack.
Because he was in the middle of his little rant.
When you go to LA, it's really why. Like, you really understand why having somebody there is important.
Yeah,
because you could really be anywhere. You just feel it like But so certain places, I understand why it's that way. I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's good to have people that you want to just like, yo, I'm here. What's the vibe? What's going on?
If that was necessary, I wouldn't even go to LA, bro. Like if it has to be that serious, why am I here?
And what his thing is more about the self-hatred.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you having money or lit status that you need this protection. You just need it because you're black with money and lit status.
Yeah.
Because there's a million lit white people with status that's fine in LA.
Yeah. Literally.
They ain't got to do what the black people that's lit with status got to do. It's self-hate.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
The last one is at Coach Wilmore _ and his cap or no cap goes, Stink is the all-time worst nickname in black history.
No cap. I've always hated it. I've hated it since I was a child.
I'm a call cap.
That's cap.
I'm a call cap.
That's cap.
I hate y'all.
I'm going with cap as well. I kind of like Stink.
Why? What is? There's nothing endearing about that. Why are you calling Stink?
New York,
little
bro.
Stink. That shit's stupid, son. That shit always been dumb. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of worse names than that in our culture. A lot.
Like give me two.
African booty scratcher.
That's not a term of endearment. That's not a nickname.
No,
that's literally an insult.
No, but the wild part about it is like growing up in the Bronx. Like I've had Nigerian and they use it for a term of endearment to a certain extent. And that's something them personally.
That's why the Bronx not a real place. That's not okay.
Zaddy not worse than Stink?
Zaddy?
Oh, I hate Zaddy.
That's
Zaddy worse than Stink.
It's not worse than Stink to me.
Give me the D or don't give it at all.
I'm not a fan of the whole year. I'd rather be called Stink than Zaddy.
I'd much rather be called.
But you gotta understand. But there's origins to all nicknames. You literally call me Stink because I stunk one day, and now that's my nickname until I'm 40.
No, that's not what Stink is.
Yes, it is. So what do you mean?
Yeah, what is
Stink can be your attitude with Stink one time,
but that's not.
I'm being smart or whippy with you, trying to I stink about like you know. Just,
ill.
It just
I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry.
It ain't got nothing to do with
acting like that. It's like it's like why you acting all bougie? It's like
okay, Stink.
It's like I stink.
I hate it. I'm sorry. You niggers keep your nigger shit, okay? Don't call me my baby. None of that. Stink. Fuck out of my face.
Butt is kind of crazy.
No, because somebody in the thing said it. That's why I was repeating.
It's all good.
Malcolm.
Again, we have totally enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Might release it on time this week.
Yo, Ayesha still has me weak.
Ayesha's nuts.
Ayesha.
You gotta bring the episode on with that song playing, and they're not gonna know what the fuck is going on.
We are the fuck out of here. Kira, please tell these people what you got going on and where to find you.
Oh, you can find me all over the country. I'm finna be on tour as of next week, but Instagram, all things Kara J, all things KRRAJ. Every other platform, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, I am Kara J, IAMKRRAJ. And that's where you can find me.
Yes, sir. My girl.
The people did love your poetry last week. I'm not gonna ask you to go do it again. But I just want to let you know you got so many compliments. So many compliments. I'm sure you're used to that, but it's just like you're such a powerful human being.
Thank
you. Let alone the spoken word is one thing. Your voice, the way you project, your pride about women, the pride about being a dark-skinned woman, your pride about being black, it's your pride about being the bee in the community. It is a sight to see and an honor to be around. So thank you very much for blessing us with your presence. You know what I'm saying? Dodge, you cool too. So shameless.
No, I'm just. And then when I call out, niggas are like, "Why you not here? Why the fuck?" This is abuse in this bitch.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. That nigga be crispy. Yeah. Hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. Sitting in front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.